3 electron groups. And that would be from, really that would arise from sp2 hybridization, whereas 4 electron groups resulted from sp3 hybridization. So let's look at boron trifluoride. Boron forms 3 bonds, one single bond with each of the fluorines. And we count here, let's see, 3 bonds, 0 lone pairs. And so this shape, as I've implied here, is really triangular, right? We sort of envision a triangle shape right there. And so the electronic geometry, and if we add these up we get 3 electron groups. So the electronic geometry then is trigonal planar. That's the electronic geometry. We can immediately go to the molecular geometry, and there are no lone pairs to cover up, so the molecular geometry should be the same. Equals trig planar. There are no lone pairs, and so the 3 fluorines define a triangle. And of course, you might expect the bond angle to be a nice 120 degrees, the FBF bond angle. What if we look at an organic molecule? This is called an imine. We see 1 double bond and 1 single bond. That means 2 total bonds. Remember that the double bond counts the same as a single bond in this case. It's just a bond. And then we have 1 lone pair. And again, that adds up to 3 groups. Trigonal planar, same here. And let me go ahead and essentially imply that that lone pair sort of has a region in space. Now I'm implying that it has a region in space. And we can see again the trigonal planar geometry from the carbon, the other carbon, and the lone pair. But now when we discuss the molecular geometry, we erase that lone pair, and we look at just the shape of the CNC part of the molecule. And I think you can see here that in this case we get bent. So electronic geometry that has 3 groups, if one of them is a lone pair, we get a bent shape. And really this angle here is probably just less than 120 degrees. Slightly less than 120 because of repulsion by this lone pair again. So we have a bent shape when we cover up the lone pair. Looks like this. I've erased it. Now we see the bent shape of our molecule. That's 3 electron groups. One of them is a lone pair. Gives us a trigonal planar electron geometry and a bent molecular geometry.